Om asya karmana punyaham bhavantu pravantu Om punyaham Om punyaham Om punyaham Om asya karmana swasti bhavantu pravantu swasti Hare Rama bhavantu bhavantu Om nidyatam
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare
Om Prajapati Vishnu Rishi
Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Now you can take the cups from your plate and put it aside. And everyone, this is the mudra for offering into the fire. With your right hand. After every time every swaha you offer into the fire, saying swaha. Now for those who are new and you're in front, know that when the yagya is finished, you're going to be covered with grains.
Haribol. Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
So now we'll do the Nrsimha Beach mantra. Ugram Vira Mahavishnu Jvalantam Sarvatomukam Nrsimha Vishnam Bhadram Mrityum Namami Aham Swaha
Hare Rama
Ugram Vira Mahavishnu Jvalantam Sarvatomukam Nrsimha Vishnam Bhadram Mrityum Namami Aham Swaha. Please repeat Swaha when you're offering. Ugram Vira Mahavishnu Jvalantam Sarvatomukam Nrsimha Vishnam Bhadram Mrityum Namami Aham Swaha. Ugram Vira Mahavishnu Jvalantam Sarvatomukam Nrsimham Vishnam Bhadram Mrityum Namami Aham Swaha.
Hare Krishna
Ugram Vira Mahavishnu Jvalantam Sarvatomukam Nrsimham Vishnam Bhadram Mrityum Namami Aham Swaha. Narasimha Kavacham Bhakshe Prahlade Nodita Pura Sarvaraksham Karam Punyam Sarvadravanasanam Swaha. Sarva Sambatkaram Chaiva Swargamukhya Pradayakam Yatva Narasimham Devesham Hema Simasistitam Swaha. Vividasam Trinayanam Shararindu Samaprabham Lakshmi Langita Bhamangam Vibhuti Virupashvitam Swaha. Chaturbhujam Kumalangam Swarna Kundala Shobhitam Saroshobhitaraskam Ratnakiura Mudritam Swaha. Tapta Kanchana Shankasham Pita Nirmala Vasasam Indrari Sura Malishta Spurana Manikya Diptibhi Swaha.
Hare
Virajita paradvandvam Shankha chakrari hetivi Garudmata cha vinayak Srimanam mudanvitam swaha Swarit kamala samvasam Kridvatu kavajam patet Nrsimho mishirabatu Lokaraksharat samavha swaha Sarvagopistambha Vashaha Falame rakshitudvanim Nrsimho me dreshat patu Suma suryagni lochanaha swaha Smritame patu narahiri Munivarya stuti priyaha Nasame simanasastu Mukam lakshmi mukapriyaha swaha Sarva vidya deepaha patu Nrsimharasanam mama Bhaktaram patu indu varanam Sara Prahlad vanditaha swaha Narasimha patu me kantam Skandabu bhritananta krit Vyasta shobitaha bhuja Nrsimha patu me bhuja swaha Karo me deva varado Nrsimha patu sarvataha Hridyam yogi saryascha Nivasam patu me hari swaha Madhyam patu hiranyaksha Vaksha kukhi viraranaha Nabi me patu narahadi Swa navi brahmasam stutaha swaha Brahmananda kocha katyam yasaso patu me katim Guya me patu guyanam mantranam guya rupadrik swaha Urumanavava patu januni nararupadrik Jange patu dharadhara hartyo sonnirkeshari swaha Sura raja pradaha patu parona ishwaraha Sastra shirsha purushaha patu me sarvashastanum swaha Manograha purvataha patu mahaviratnoditaha maha vishnu dakshinetu mahajwalastu naritaha swaha Pashchime patu sarveshu Dishime sarvatomukaha Nrsimha patu dayam Saumyam bhushana vigraha swaha Ishanyam patu bhadrome sarvamangaladayakaha Samsar vayataha patu mrityu nrikeshari swaha Idang Nrsimha kavacham Prahlad mukamanditam Bhaktiman yapat nityaitam sarvapapi pramuchate swaha Putravan danavan loke dirgayurpajayate Yam yam kamayate tam tam apnuti asam shayam swaha Sarvatra jayam apnuti sarvatra vijay bhavet Vamantariksha dviyanam granam vinivaranam swaha Vishwakaraga sambhuta vishapaharanam param Brahmarakshasa yakshanam duratsaranakaranam swaha Bhujeva talapatreva kavacham likitam shubham Karamule dhritim yena siriyo karma siraya swaha Devasur manusheshu swam sameva jayam labet Ekasanyam trisanyam va yapati niyoto naraha swaha Sarvamangala mangalyam bhukti muktim chal vindati Vatram chati sasrani pati churatmanam narinam swaha Kavachasya mantrasya mantrasri prajayate Anena mantra rajena kritva Vasmai mantranam swaha Tilakam vibhrasya yastu tasya graha bhayam harat Trivaram japamanastu datam varya bimantraya cha swaha Prasayad yo nara mantram Nrsimha dhyanamacharet tasya rog pranashyanti Echastu kukshi sambhava swaha Kitramata bhunkatena Nrsimha sadrisho bhavet Manasa chintati nam yato Satachnopi samshayam swaha Garjayantam nijabuta patalam smudayantam Hadantam dipayantam tapayantam Dishibu viditayam shepayam kripayantam Kadantam rosayantam dishi satantam Samarantam bharantam Dikshanantam punayantam Karanikara shanti diya Nrsimha namami swaha Eti Shri Brahmanda Purane Pralodaktam Shri Nrsimha kavacham sampurnam swaha Om Em Hrim Kram 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 Swaha Om Tataka Kesha Jwala Puraka Lochana Bhadrika Naksha Pradviya Nrsimha Stute Swaha
Hare Krishna
Om Pram Namaha Swaha Om Shram Namaha Swaha Om Shram Namaha Swaha Ugra Nrsimha Jayana Nimam Samanasya Samutito Grato Nrsimha Rupastaralyam Bhayanakam Swaha Paratapta Chamikara Chandalochana Spuratta Kasha Kishara Grijim Vitananam Swaha Karadam Stram Karavala Chanchala Shuranta Jivam Bhubhrita Swaha Sabdodhava Karamagiri Kandarbhita Vyata Sanasam Hanuberanasam Swaha Om Kram Swaha Om Namo Bhagavate Nrsimhaya Jwalamalini Dipadamstraya Agnitrayaya Sarva Rakshugnaya Sarva Bhuta Vinashanaya Sarva Jwala Vinashanaya Deha Deha Pacha Pacha Raksha Raksha Hum Bhat Swaha.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Maha Nrsimhaya Damstraya Kupalavayudhana Grocha Rupa Vajranakaya Jwalamalini Mahavashan Pacha Pacha Mahashatrun Vadravaya Vadravaya Mahasarva Rishtaya Prabhunjaya Chata Chata Hini Hini Chini Chini Mama Sarva Bhushtan Puraya Puraya Mama Raksha Raksha Hum Pat Swaha. Just the Brahmins offer 3 spoons of ghee into the fire.
Hare Rama,
Offer ghee into the
Hare Rama, Rama
3 spoons of ghee. Offer into the fire. 3 spoons of ghee.
Hare Krishna.
Now we are going to chant the Shri Shanishchara Krita Shri Narasimha Stuti.
Hare Hare.
It is prayers that was sung by Shanidev after seeing Lord Narasimhadev. For those who know anyone experiencing difficulty with the Graha planets, if you're experiencing difficulty with the Graha planets, now you can meditate on Lord Narasimhadev and these mantras. Okay, so everyone get ready to offer again. Sulabha Bhakti Yukta Nama Durdasha Dushta Chetasam Ananya Gaikaram Cha Prabhu Bhaktaika Vatsalaha Swaha Shanishchara Tatra Narasimhadeva Chakramala Chittavrithi Vanmaya Shatra Shesham Gamma Shesha Loka Trikam Nirijita Parvadam Swaha Shri Shaniruvacha Yatpara Pankaja Raja Paramardena Samsevidam Shakala Kalmasha Rasina Sam Swaha Kalyana Karakam Ashishani Janughanam Satvam Narasimha Mahideha Kripavalokam Swaha Sarvatra Chanchalataya Sthijapi Lakshmeya Brahmadi Vanya Pradhaya Siramaye Sevi Swaha Pararavinda Yogyalam Paramadarinam Satvam Narasimha Mahideha Kripavalokam Swaha Yadrupam Agam Ashera Pratipadyaya
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Satvam Narasimha Mai Deha Kripavalokam Swaha Prahlad Bhakta Vachasa Harir Avirasa
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hiranyakashipu
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Udharam Nakarari Dadhara Satvam Narasimha Mai Deha Kripavalokam Swaha Yonaija Bhaktanam
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Ram,
Sarishi Bhaya Bhaswaha Taramaka Parama Karuniko Raksha Satvam Narasimha Mai Deha Kripavalokam Swaha
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Satvam Narasimha Mai Deha Kripavalokam Swaha Yadrupa Ugra Parimaradana Bhavashali Samchitayena Shakala Agra Vinashakari Swaha Bhuta Jwala Graha Sambhuta Bhava Vitinasam Satvam Narasimha Mai Deha Kripavalokam Swaha Yasotamam Yasaoma
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Shakdeva Sarva Sasmala Prasanaikadaksham Satvam Narasimha Mai Deha Kripavalokam Swaha Evam Shruta Shrutim Deva Shanim Kalpita Dehi Uvacha Brahma Vandasta Shanim Tam Bhaktavatsalaha Swaha Prasanam Maham Saneshturyam Vanam Varyasobhanam Yan Vichintaitameve Tvam Sarvaloka Hitavam Swaha
Krishna,
Shri Shaniruvacha Narasimha Tvam Mai Kripam Kurudeva Daya Nirhe Madvasha Sastava Priti Karasya Devata Pare Swaha Mat Kritam Tvam Paramastotram Shrimanticha Pratanticha Sarvan Kama Purasya Tesham Tvam Lokavanava Swaha Shri Narasimha Uvacha Tatyai Vastu Shaneham Vai Raksho Bhavana Samstita Bhakta Kama Purasya Tvam Mamaika Vacha Shrenu Swaha
Krishna Krishna
Vatkritam Mat Paramastotram Yat Pachyut Yacha Yaha Vadasa Sama Jamma Sed Bhayam Mastutasya Bhai Swaha Shani Narahim Deva
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Yata Parama Santushto Jayati Manovirana Swaha
Hare Hare
Shri Krishna Vacha Iti Shani Sharata Dev Nrsimhadev Samvaramitam Savam Chamadvana Shanoti Yaha Shravayati Cha Bhaktya Sarvabhush Cha Vindate Dhruvam Swaha Iti Shri Vapasyuta Purane Rakshabhavana Mahatmane Shri Shanishchara Krita Shri Nrsimha Stuti Sampurnam Swaha
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Offer 3 spoons of ghee fire.
Hare Ram Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama
Narasimhaya Swaha
Hare Krishna
Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama
Hare Ram
Om Mahanarasimhaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Dvyasimhaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Mahabalaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Ugrasimhaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama
Rama Rama Hare
Om Mahadevaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Stambajaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Ugra Lochanaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Rodaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Sarva Bhutaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Shivaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Yoganandaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Trivikramaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Harane Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Kulalaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Chakre Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Vijaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Jaya Varadhanaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Panchanadaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Param Brahmaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Goraya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Gora Vikramaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Jwalamukaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Jwala Maline Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Mahajwalaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama
Hare Krishna
Om Mahaprabhudaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Niti Lakshaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Sasrakshaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Durinikshaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Pratapanaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Mahadam Straya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Yuta Prajanaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Chandakupane Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Sarha Shivaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Hiranyakashipu Dvangshane Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Daitya Danava Bunjanaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Hiranyakashipu Dvangshine Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Daitya Danavan Bunjanaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Guna Bhadraya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Mahabhadraya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Bala Bhadraya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Surhadraya Drakaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Kalalaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Vikaralaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Vikartaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama
Hare Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare
Om Sarva Kartikeya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Shishumaraya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Trikatamaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare Rama Rama Nitai Gorango Jaya Nitai Gorango Jaya Gora Hari Nitai Gorango Jaya Nitai Gorango Hari
Okay, everybody ready? Om Karalaya Swaha Irang Narasimhaya Irang Namama Om Vikaralaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Vikarataya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Sarvakartikeya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Shishumaraya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Trilokaya Maya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Ishaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Sarveshwaraya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Vibhodaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Bhairavadhanaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Dviyaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Achyutaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Kavine Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Mahadavaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Adokshajaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Aksharaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Sarvaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Vanamalini Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Varaparadaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Vishwambharaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Adbhutaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Bhavyaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Vaishnave Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Purushottamaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Anaghasтрaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Nakastraya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Surya Jyotine Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Sarveshwaraya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Sahasrabhu Ajaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Sarvagya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Sarvasiri Pradhakya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Vadra Damstraya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Vadranakaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Mahanandaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Paramtapaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Sarva Mantreka Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Sarva Yantra Vidramaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Sarva Tantrak Mata Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Avyaktaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Swaryaktaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Bhaktavatsalya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Vaishaka Shukla Bhutaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Sharangata Vatsalya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Udara Kritane Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Punyatmaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Mahatmaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Chandra Vikramaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Viratraya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Prabhujaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Bhagavanaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Parameshwaraya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Srivatsamakaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Jagat Vyapine Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Jaganmayaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Jagat Valaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Jagannataya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Mahakagaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Dvirupa Britaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Paramatmaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Param Jyotine Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Nirgunaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Nirkeshwarani Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Paratatvaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Param Damaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Sachidananda Vigrahaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Lakshmi Nrsimhaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Sarvatramaya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Dhiraya Swaha Irang Narasimha Irang Namama. Om Shishirada Gopinataya Swaha. Om Vishvaksenaya Swaha. Om Sanaksanatana Sananda Sanakumarevya Swaha. Om Kavaye Swaha. Om Havaye Swaha. Om Antarikshaya Swaha. Om Prabhudaya Swaha. Om Vipalanaya Swaha. Om Avirotaya Swaha. Om Durmilaya Swaha. Om Chamasaya Swaha. Om Karvajanaya Swaha. Om Naradaya Swaha. Om Kapilaya Swaha. Om Yamabhagavataya Swaha. Om Bhishmadevaya Swaha. Om Shukdevaya Swaha. Om Janakaya Swaha. Om Sadha Shivaya Swaha, Om Prahladaya Swaha, Om Brahmane Swaha, Om Balirajaya Swaha, Om Swayambhuvaya Swaha, Om Garudaya Swaha, Om Hanumantaya Swaha, Om Ambarishaya Swaha, Om Vyasadevaya Swaha, Om Udhavaya Swaha, Om Yudhishthiraya Swaha, Om Hemaya Swaha, Om Arjunaya Swaha, Om Nakulaya Swaha, Om Saharevaya Swaha, Om Viduraya Swaha, Om Vishnurataya Swaha, Om Vibhishanaya Swaha, Om Shri Krishna Chaitanyaya Swaha, Om Shri Nityanandaya Swaha, Om Shri Advaitaya Swaha, Om Pandargaradabhaya Swaha, Om Shri Vasaribhaya Swaha, Om Shri Rupaya Swaha, Om Shri Sanatanaya Swaha, Om Bhattaraghunataya Swaha, Om Shri Jivaya Swaha, Om Gopala Bhattaya Swaha, Om Dasa Raghunataya Swaha, Om Krishnadas Kavaya Swaha, Om Narottamaya Swaha, Om Vishwanataya Swaha, Om Baladev Jagannatabhayam Swaha, Om Sachidananda Bhakti Vinodaya Swaha, Om Abhijishula Gorakishoraya Swaha, Om Srimati Saraswati Bhakti Siddhantaya Swaha, Om Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupadaya Swaha. For those who are initiated and have their guru, you can chant your Guru Pranam in your mind. Om Diksha Guruve Srimate Swaha. Now divide the grains you have in your plate into 3 portions, if you have any.
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
If you don't have any grains, you can look at the person next to you and scrape off from them. You know, it's like you're sure to get. Each portion you will offer into the fire. Ready? Om Mantrinam Kriyainam Bhaktinam Janarinam Yad Pujitam Maireva Paripurnam Tarastu Me Swaha. Om Aparasasrani Kriyanti Hara Nishamayo Dasoham Iti Matva Kshama Sumaru Sudhanaya Swaha. Om Pratika Tapa Govindaha Name Bhakta Pranashiti Samsmritya Pranam Sarnarayami Aham Swaha. Offer all the grains you have. Belly fire. Give me.
Hare Krishna.
Hold on to the banana. Hold on to your banana. Do not go home with it. Do not eat it.
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare
Camphor.
Rama, Hare Rama.
We have more camphor?
Rama, Hare
Camphor.
Hare. Holy Bo.
I want everyone to please, you can put down your plate and take the banana and stand up.
Govinda Hari, Gopala Hari, Govinda Hari. Govinda Hari, Gopala Hari. Jaya Sachinandana, Goda Hari. Govinda Hari, Gopala Hari. Govinda Hari, Gopala Hari. Jaya Sachinandana, Gaura Hari.
Now this is called the Purnahuti.
Jaya Sachinandana.
The Purnahuti is the final offering you'll make in sacrifice today to the fire. And in Purnahuti, an offering to the Lord, this final offering is when you pray for whatever your heart desires, whatever you would like to be fulfilled by the Lord. Just like when both Prahlad Maharaj, even Dhruva Maharaj, when they saw the Lord, when they were given darshan, they told the Lord, we were fully satisfied, but the Lord said, no, you call upon me, therefore you ask. So we have offered to the Supreme Lord through the fire. So your heart's desire, you ask. You depend on the Lord. This is the purpose of Yagna. The purpose of Yagna is to depend on Krishna, to depend on God for everything. Not that I will work hard and I will provide for my daily living and so forth. No. Because if Krishna revokes the energy, you can't work. You can't do anything. So therefore, we are dependent on God always, 24 hours, 7 days a week for the rest of our life. So please, take a little moment and pray to the Supreme Lord, Bhagavan Shri Krishna, Narasimhadev, who is the protector. Srila Prabhupada said Nrsimhadev is there to protect the devotee. Kayena vacha manasindriyeva Buddhayatma vasudeva swabhavata Karoti adyar sakalam parasme Narayanayana samapayaitan Narayanayana samapayaitan Om Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagaditaya Krishna Govindaya Namo Namaha Om Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagaditaya Krishna Govindaya Namo Namaha. Please repeat. Om Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Swaha. Offer the banana into the fire. For those who offer, you can step back and allow others to offer. Make sure it gets into the fire.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
I would like to have the Namaste prayers being chanted with some Hare Krishna.
Okay.
And I want all devotees to circumambulate the fire. You'll go around the fire.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahlad Dadayine.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnata Purnamadachate Purnaste Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Swaha.
Hiranyakashipu Vaksha. Hiranyakashipu Vaksha. Silatanka Nakalaye.
Om Yani Kani Chapamani Janmantar Kritani Cha Tani Tani Vaishantu Pradikshana Pade Pade. Om Yani Kani Dipi
Nrsimha Pradato Nrsimha Jato Jato Yamitato Nrsimha Yato Yato Yamitato Nrsimha Bahir Nrsimha Hiraye Nrsimha Bahir Nrsimha Hiraye Nrsimha Narasimhadev Saranam Prapare Narasimhadev Saranam Prapare Tavakara Kamalabare Nakam Abhuta Singha Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tano Bringham Keshavadeta Narahari Ropa Jai Jagari Shahade Jai Jagari Shahade Jai Jagari Shahade Kara Kamalabare Nakam Abhuta Singha Dalita Hiranyakashipu Dano Bringa Keshavadeta Narahari Ropa Jai Jagari Shahare Jai Jagari Shahare Jai Jagari Shahare Keshavadeta Narahari Ropa Jai Jagari Shahare Jai Jagari Shahare Jai Jagari Shahare Jaya Nrsimhadev Jaya Nrsimhadev Jaya Nrsimhadev Nrsimhadev Jaya Nrsimhadev 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 Jaya Nrsimhadev Jaya Nrsimhadev Nrsimhadev Jaya Nrsimhadev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Nrsimhadev Jaya Nrsimhadev Nrsimhadev Jaya Nrsimhadev Jaya Nrsimhadev Jaya Nrsimhadev Nrsimhadev Jaya Nrsimhadev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Nitai Gaurango Jaya Nitai Gaurango Jaya Gaura Hari Nitai Gaurango Jaya Gaura Hari Nitai Gaurango Jaya Nitai Gaurango Jaya Gaura Hari Nitai Gaurango Jaya Nitai Gaurango Jaya Gaura Hari Gaura Hari Gaura Hari Gaura Hari Gaura Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Nrsimhadev Jaya Nrsimhadev Jaya Nrsimhadev Jaya Nrsimhadev Nrsimhadev Jaya, Nrsimhadev Jaya, Nrsimhadev Jaya, Nrsimhadev, Nrsimhadev Jaya, Nrsimhadev, Nrsimhadev Jaya, Nrsimhadev. Prahlad Maharaj Jaya, Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj Jaya, Bhakta Prahlad. Prahlad Maharaj Jaya, Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj Jaya, Bhakta Prahlad. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama Rama. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada. Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada. 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Jai Nrsimha, Shri Nrsimha,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Bol. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jaya Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
I call upon His Grace Raja Rishi Prabhu, who will give us today's discourse on the glories of Lord Narasimhadev, and that will be followed by the arti and pushpa. So we'll do both together for the arti. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. A pleasant welcome to everyone for the auspicious occasion of the appearance day of Lord Narasimhadev and the auspicious disappearance of Hiranyakashipu. We have a shortened version of class because of the time constraints, so we'll begin. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam namaskrityam naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudiraye. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we would use our cue for the Lord's appearance day. From Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna speaking about his purpose of coming to this world. So you can please repeat after me. Chapter 4 of Bhagavad Gita, text 8. Most people can repeat this. Say after me. Paritranaya sadhunam Vinashaya Chuduskritam Dharma Sangsthapanarthaya Sambhavami yuge yuge. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explains his purpose of coming to this world. Paritranaya sadhunam, to deliver the devotees. Vinashaya chaduskritam, to destroy the demoniac elements. And dharma sangstapanartha, and to re-establish the principles of religion. Lord Narasimhadev is a special incarnation of the Lord. We worship Lord Narasimhadev every day in all ISKCON temples all over the world. So we're going to briefly narrate, but the elements we are dealing with: the devotee, Bhakta Prahlad; the demoniac element, Hiranyakashipu. I will try to elaborate on as many lessons as possible that we can possibly learn from this pastime. After all, the demons, Hiranyakashipu, they are none other than the Lord's servants in Vaikuntha, Jai and Vijay, who occurs to take birth in the material world 3 times. So they first appeared as Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, then as Ravan and Kumbhakarna, and then 5,000 years ago as Shishupal and Dantavakra. So this is the first of the appearances. Hiranyaksha has already been killed by the Lord as Varahadev, and that produced a lot of enmity in Hiranyakashipu. So, wanting to become immortal, he left and he went to the valley of the Mandarachal mountain and performed very severe austerities, standing on the tip of his toes with his hands up for a long period of time, surpassing the austerities of even the greatest ascetic Bhrigu Muni. So when it started to disturb the universe, the Devas went and complained to Lord Brahma. So Lord Brahma came and granted benedictions to Hiranyakashipu. Let's read a little bit about Brahma's granting benediction to him. Hiranyakashipu is saying, "O my Lord, O best of the givers of benediction, if you will kindly grant me the benediction I desire, please let me not meet death from any of the living entities created by you." Now he asks for immortality. Brahma says, sorry about that. I myself have to die. After 311 trillion years, I have to die also. I can't give you immortality. So then Hiranyakashipu, very smart, he is saying, give me the benediction that I will not meet death from any of the living entities created by you. Grant me that I not die within any residence or outside any residence, during the daytime or at night, nor in the ground or in the sky. Grant me that my death not be brought by any being other than those created by you, nor by any weapon, nor by any human being or animal. Grant me that I not meet death from any entity, living or non-living. Grant me further that I not be killed by any demigod or demon, or by any great snake from the lower planets. Since no one can kill you in the battlefield, you have no competitor. Therefore grant me the benediction that I too may have no rival. Give me sole lordship over all the living entities and presiding deities, and give me all the glories obtained by that position. Furthermore, give me all the mystic powers attained by long austerities and the practice of yoga, for these cannot be lost at any time. What are you gathering from Hiranyakashipu? He's representing all souls in this world. We are like small Hiranyakashipus, micro Hiranyakashipus. He is quite explicit that he wants to be immortal. He wants to control everything. He's very explicit about it. We may not go expressing it, but that is everyone's inner desire. And Krishna says it in the Gita, that the souls in this world, they think, Ishwaraham, Aham Bhogi. I am the controller and I am the enjoyer. And that's what souls are busy about in this world. Anyway, Brahma granted the benedictions, and then Hiranyakashipu, being very powerful, he started to terrorize the universe. He controlled all the devatas and made them his servants. So when it was becoming overbearing, then the devatas, they went to the Lord and they prayed to the Lord for help. And this is the Lord's response. The Lord replied. The voice of the Lord vibrated as follows: O best of learned persons, do not fear. I wish all good fortune to you. Become my devotees by hearing and chanting about me and offering me prayers, for these are certainly meant to award benedictions to all living entities. I know all about the activities of Hiranyakashipu and shall surely stop them very soon. Please wait patiently until that time. Some lesson to learn if we are devotees in this world. We have to be patient, but very important, the Lord is not just interested in coming and doing some welfare work, saving demons from disturbing other demons who are not. If you're not a devotee of the Lord, then there's not too many categories you could be in. So if some big demons are disturbing small ones, that's not the issue. The Lord is telling them, become my devotee by hearing and chanting about me and offering me prayers. And he's saying, please wait patiently until that time. These are very important elements in being a devotee of the Lord. So I'm reading a bit of Srila Prabhupada's purport. The vibration of the Lord's voice appeared in the presence of all the devotees, and although the person vibrating the sound was unseen to them, they were meeting or seeing the Lord because they were offering prayers And because the vibration of the Lord was present, contrary to the laws of the material world, there is no difference between seeing the Lord, offering prayers, and hearing the transcendental vibration. Pure devotees, therefore, are fully satisfied by glorifying the Lord. Such glorification is called kirtan. Performing kirtan and hearing the vibration of the sound Hare Krishna is actually seeing the Supreme Personality of Godhead directly. One must realize this position, and then one will be able to understand the absolute nature of the Lord's activities. Being a devotee means that we have to be convinced of the names of the Lord is none different from the Lord. Kali Kale Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar. In Kali Yuga, the Lord has incarnated in the Nam Rup, in the form of the holy name. And we should understand this benediction, this great fortune that we have. The Lord said, when Hiranyakashipu teases the great devotee Prahlad, his own son, who is peaceful and sober, and who has no enemy, I shall kill Hiranyakashipu immediately, despite the benedictions of Brahma. Purport. Here the Lord clearly says that although Hiranyakashipu had received benedictions from Lord Brahma, these benedictions would be null and void as soon as he committed an offense at the lotus feet of Prahlad, his own son. A Vaishnava like Prahlad is described herein as Nirvaira, having no enemies. So, we could have good punya, we could be pious, have a lot of material facility, but the gravity of committing offense to the Lord's devotees can nullify all of that, and that is the case with Hiranyakashipu, despite he was very, very powerful. So the Lord is stating that when he offends Prahlad, then that will be the end for him. So Hiranyakashipu, he sent the little boy Prahlad to school. So one day Prahlad, coming back from the boarding school where he used to stay, that was school of the demons. Hiranyakashipu was the emperor and he had his special school, elite class, for the high class demons. So Prahlad came back, little boy, 4 years old. Hiranyakashipu took Prahlad on his lap and he said to Prahlad, tell me, open question, what's the best thing you have learned? And Prahlad said, anyone who has accepted this bodily conception of life, this household life, and this desire to enjoy this materialistic life, he is in a dark well. A person should give up this and go to the forest, go and devote himself to the Supreme Lord. Hiranyakashipu was upset to hear this, but he laughed. He said, such is the intelligence that has been polluted by the enemy. So he called the teachers and he said, Take care of this boy in school properly. See that no sadhus, no devotees come in there to further pollute his consciousness by teaching him this nonsense about God. So, Prahlad was back to school. After some time, Prahlad came back for vacation, came back home, and again, Hiranyakashipu, he posed this question to Prahlad. When Hiranyakashipu saw that his child had fallen at his feet and was offering obeisances as an affectionate father, he immediately began showering blessings upon the child and embraced him with both arms. A father naturally feels happy to embrace his son. Then Hiranyakashipu became very happy in this way. Narad Muni is narrating this katha to Yudhishthira. So Narad said, "My dear King Yudhishthira, Hiranyakashipu seated Prahlad on his lap and began smelling his head, with affectionate tears gliding down from his eyes and moistening the child's smiling face. He spoke to his son as follows." Hiranyakashipu said, "My dear Prahlad, my dear son, O long live one, for so much time you have heard many things from your teachers. Now please repeat to me whatever you think is the best of that knowledge." And this was Prahlad's reply. Shri Prahlado Vacha Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Parasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakyam Atmanivedanam Iti Pungsarpita Vishnu Bhakti Srenavalakshana Kriyeta Bhagavati Yadha Tanmanye Dhitam Uttamam. Prahlad said, hearing and chanting about the transcendental holy name, form, qualities, paraphernalia and pastimes of Lord Vishnu, remembering them, serving the lotus feet of the Lord, offering the Lord respectful worship with 16 types of paraphernalia, offering prayers to the Lord, becoming his servant, considering the Lord one's best friend, and surrendering everything unto him. In other words, serving him with body, mind, and words. These 9 processes are accepted as pure devotional service. One who has dedicated his life to the service of Krishna through these 9 methods should be understood to be the most learned person, for he has acquired complete knowledge. This was Prahlad's reply. This is the best thing that I have learned. So Prahlad said, anyone who is doing this, Tanmanyeta Dhitam Uttamam, he must be understood to be the most intelligent human being, most knowledgeable. He has complete knowledge. Now Hiranyakashipu became furious upon hearing this, and he called the teachers and immediately started to chastise them. Sanda and Amarka, they were the teachers, the sons of Shukracharya, who is the guru of the demons. So Sanda and Amarka said, we didn't teach him that. Boss, it's not good to talk to Brahmins like this. It's not good to insult Brahmins like this. We didn't do this. We didn't instruct him in these things. Hiranyakashipu turned to Prahlad. If your teachers didn't teach you that, where you got that from? And Prahlad said, Pitaji, my dear father, don't worry. You will never understand this. This cannot be understood. This will not be understood. It cannot be understood by you, by your effort, by other people's effort, or a combination of both. Because you've taken this vow, griha vratanam, to enjoy sense gratification, you won't understand this thing, that how I got this knowledge and what it is. And then Prahlad said, Nate vidu swarta gatim hi vishnum durashayaye bahirartamanina. Anyone who doesn't know that the goal of the human form of life is to go back home, back to Vishnu. That is the swa arta gatim, the ultimate goal. Anyone who doesn't know that, they would think bahir arta, that this economic gain in this world, they would think that that is the goal of life. Now such persons, he says, andhayata andhair upaniyamana. Anyone who thinks like that, anything other than going back to God is the goal. Something of this world, bahir arta, economic gain is the goal. Andhayata andhair upaniyamana. Those persons are blind who are teaching that, and whoever follows that, it is a case of the blind leading the blind. They all miss the right path and they fall into a ditch. I've actually seen that in India. Blind people, they walk in a line and they have a pole on their shoulders, and hopefully the one in the front is not a blind one. They are blind, they don't know, they're holding. They hope that the leader, the one in front, knows where he's going. But if he is blind too, tough luck. They're doomed. So in this world, people are always following. But if the people we are following don't know the goal of life, it is Kali Yuga. It's a bad situation. Hiranyakashipu was so disturbed. Immediately he said, although he was blessing Prahlad, long may you live, a little while ago, now he ordered, servants, kill him immediately. And they made a desperate effort to kill Prahlad in so many ways. But the weapons that they tried to kill Prahlad with, it wasn't effective. Trying to throw Prahlad off a cliff, trying to have him trampled by maddened elephants, poisoning him, trying to burn him, nothing worked. And then Hiranyakashipu was morose and anxiety, disturbed in mind. And the teachers said, boss, don't worry, he's just a small boy. It wouldn't amount to anything, whatever. He'll grow it out. Take him back to school and he'll get over that. So they pacified Hiranyakashipu and they took Prahlad to school. But now at school, Prahlad converted the thing into a bhakta program. He started to teach all the children, the sons of the demons, as soon as the teachers would turn their back, Prahlad would start talking about serious thing about Krishna and Krishna consciousness. Now, things like all the boys started to become devotees. Now the teachers took in front to save their neck. And they went to Hiranyakashipu and they said, boss, things kind of get out of hand now. Prahlad converted all the boys in school into devotees. And this was the final. Hiranyakashipu confronted Prahlad about where you get this power from? See, you have some power. What is the source of your power? And Prahlad said, Father, my power, your power, everybody's power come from one place, from my Lord. Inside the source of all power is ginseng. Note that. You might see that advertised somewhere. That's not true. The Lord is the source of all power. Where is your Lord? You always speak about someone, your Lord. Prahlad said, my Lord is everywhere. He's everywhere. So Hiranyakashipu, he was furious. He is everywhere. Is he in this pillar also? And Prahlad said, yes. So Narad narrating, he said, Satyam vidhatum nijabhritya bhashitam, to make true the words of his own servant Prahlad. The Lord appeared from that pillar when Hiranyakashipu, he drew his sword, but he was so angry he used his fist and struck the pillar. And then this amazing form of Narasimhadev appeared from the pillar. Hiranyakashipu stared at this form, half lion, half man, and the time he appeared, it was neither day nor night, it was dusk. And he had Hiranyakashipu on his lap on the threshold, neither inside nor outside. And he used his nails, which is not considered a weapon. So the Lord kept all the benedictions of Brahma intact and killed Hiranyakashipu. This is a wonderful pastime because the appearance of Lord Narasimhadev, it shows how the Lord is present everywhere. Bahir nashingo, hridaye nashingo. He is within, he is outside. So, Sri Gupta, that means. So the idea is that the Lord's appearance as Narasimhadev is special because sometimes incarnations, people, when we talk about God in a form, a lot of philosophers say this is anthropomorphism, meaning anthropomorphism is a projection. You are a human being, so therefore you attribute these things that God is a human being to. Maybe better than you. You have 2 hands, well, they think that, well, you say you have 4 hands, right? So he's a little better than you. But it's all projection, it's all imagination. Well, Lord Narasimhadev defies that theory because who is projecting now? He is neither human, One Western philosopher said that if lions and horses were artists and poets, then they will project their God as lion and horses also. So meaning that, that people make this projection of what God is. But but Lord Narasimhadev defied all of that. So anyway, we would conclude here and we would continue. We'll continue with the artic now. Sri Narasimhadev Bhagavan ki jai, Shri Shri Radha Gopinath ki jai, Shri Shri Gaurnitai ki jai, Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Jai Guru Premanand.
Jayo Jayo Gora Chale Arti ko Shobha Iba Jayo Gora chale arti ko shobha
Gora chale arti ko shobha
jana vitata Jagamano lobha
Jagamano lobha
Daki nenitai cha Bame garatara
Daki nenitai cha Bame gadadara
Nikate advaita shrini Vasa chatratara
Nikate advaita shrini Vasa chatratara
Basi ache gora cha Ratna Singha Sane
Basi ache gora cha Ratna Singha Sane
Aroti kore na Brahma Adi Deva Gane Banara Hari Ari Kori Aradulaya Hari Ari Kori Champaradulaya Sanjaya Mukunda Vaja Goshari Gaya Shankha Baje Kanta Baje Baje Karatala Madhur Mridhanga Baje Paramarasala
Mridhanga Baje Paramarasala
Bahu Koti Chandra Jini Naujavala Deshe Bana Mala Puri Jala Mala
Deshe Bana Mala Puri Jala Mala
Shiva Gargada Bakati Vinora Deke Gaurara Sampada Vinora Deke Gaurara Sampada Kiba Jayo Jaya Gaura Chande Arati ko shobha Jaya Gaura Chande Arati ko shobha Kiba Jayo Jaya Gaura Chande Arati ko shobha Gaura Chande Arade Jana Vitata Jagamano Lobha Jana Vitata Jagamano Lobha Jana Vitata Jagamano Lobha Jaga Jana Manolobha Jaga Jana Manolobha Gaurange Arati Shobha Jaga Jana Manolobha Gaurange Arati Shobha Jagajana Manolobha Jagajana Manolobha Madhur 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 Baje Madhur 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 Baje Madhur Baje Ashanka Baje Khanta Baje Madhur 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 Baje Khanta Baje Madhur 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 Baje Shanka Baje Khanta Baje Madhur Madhur Baje Khanta Baje Madhur 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 Baje Shanka Baje Khanta Baje Madhur Madhur Baje Shankha baje ganta baje madhur 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 baje ganta baje madhur 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 baje madhur madhur baje madhur madhur baje madhur Hari bol 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 Anatai Gaura Hari bol 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Asari Go Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasudha
Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
This holiday season, make your Christmas special at the Runway Hotel.
Stay for the holiday at the Runway. Make your Christmas special.